Meanwhile, there is no end to Rishi Sunak's woes. The British Prime Minister is facing trouble on just about every front. From the Supreme Court declaring his scheme unlawful to a recently dismissed minister penning a scathing departure letter. And now even members within his own party vociferously calling for his resignation. The heat on the British Prime Minister is palpable. And amid this political turmoil, it is the ordinary citizens who are bearing the brunt. The cost of living crisis in the UK is so bad that people are unplugging their fridges in order to save money. Let's first get to the latest. On Wednesday, the British Supreme Court ruled the government scheme to send asylum seekers to Rwanda as unlawful. This deals a crushing blow to Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. Under the plan, remember, Britain had intended to send thousands of asylum seekers who came to the country without permission to the East African country. The goal was to deter the migrants from crossing the English Channel in boats. But the top court has unanimously rejected the government's appeal against an earlier ruling that migrants could not be sent to Rwanda because it could not be considered a safe third country. The judges agreed that the asylum seekers, if sent to Rwanda, would be at real risk of refoulement or ill treatment. It's no surprise then that after the ruling, Rwanda took objection. A government spokesperson said it took issue with the British court's conclusion that Rwanda was not a safe third country. The thing is, this is a big blow to Rishi Sunak because the Rwanda scheme was the central plank of his immigration policy. According to opinion polls, Sunak's party, the Conservatives, are trailing by about 20 points. And the party had made a promise to stop the boats, one of the 5 key pledges of his premiership. In fact, according to news agency Reuters, this year, over 27,000 people arrived in the country without permission. Sunak has said that his government has been planning for all eventualities and would do whatever it took to stop illegal migration. The Supreme Court ruling has taken on even greater political significance after Sunak sacked the Interior Minister Suella Braverman, a popular figure in his cabinet whose scope included dealing with immigration. And yesterday, Braverman exited her office with a massive parting shot. In a scathing letter posted on social media, she accused Rishi Sunak of being weak. Not just that, she said he had broken promises on tackling immigration and betrayed the British people. And if that was not enough, Sunak also faced his first no-confidence letter after the sacking of Braverman. Tory MP Andrea Jenkins, a loyalist of former Prime Minister Boris Johnson, called for Sunak's replacement with a real Conservative Party leader, quote-unquote. Sharing her no-confidence letter on social media platform X, formerly Twitter, Jenkins said, and I'm quoting now, "Enough is enough. It is time for Rishi Sunak to go." And amid these challenges, it is the ordinary citizens who are bearing the burden of an escalating cost of living crisis. Reports showing that millions of families in the UK are resorting to desperate measures in a bid to safeguard their finances. And among these measures, by the way, some are even resorting to turning off their refrigerators. A recent study conducted by the Joseph Rowntree Foundation charity revealed alarming statistics. It says that a quarter of low-income households in the UK had accumulated debts to meet their basic food needs. That is approximately 2.8 million people. Further, a third of these households had to resort to selling their possessions so that they can generate the much-needed cash. The study found that 4 out of 5 households reliant on universal credit were going without food. The poor in the UK are compromising on meals, on heating, and even on new clothes. They are wearing the same clothes again and again. Shockingly, over 7 million households went without food and other essentials within a mere 6-month span. This despite the government's targeted support for the cost of living. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.